Good morning, Mother. Sunday, May 31st. We got some little tiny stuff going on right here. Those, I believe, are pumpkins. Those are going to be watermelons. We'll show you some of those later on. Those green things right there and one right there. Those are, oh, what the hell are those? Those are Brussels sprouts. There's another one right there. There's one there. There's another one back up underneath there. Those are all Brussels sprouts, and they are starting to come on nicely. We got two rogue tomato plants, one here and here. Something else going on right here. I'm not sure what that is. But when it gets time to pull those out or sell them, we'll do that. This whole thing right here is okra. You know how I love me some okra. These great big spiny dudes, those are going to be artichokes. And they are blowing up nicely. Get them out into the full sun where the sun can just make them hotter than they get out. The heat down here has been incredible. This monstrous thing here is Swiss chard. Zoom out on that a little bit. Look at that thing. Sharon's been taking and stripping it off and putting it in stir fry. And also the stalks. She does a thing that makes them kind of salty, but they're really good. These here are, this whole thing here is cauliflower. Here is some broccoli. This is all cut and come again. That one there is starting to go to seed. But we've been keeping it chopped down, putting that in our salads and stuff at night. So anyway, that's that. And then back over here to the regular garden. Strawberries, we've thinned those out quite a bit. We've been selling them online. People have been coming and getting them. The last lady we had here, I think she dropped like 60, 70 bucks on stuff. These giant tomatoes, these have been selling like crazy too. Lettuce is just about done. All this lettuce is pretty much gone to seed, and it's getting time. I'm gonna clean out that spinach in there. Little tiny sprigs have all gotten pretty good size now. All these tomatoes, some of them actually got fruit on them. Here's our zucchini. Look at those big, bright, beautiful flowers down in there. The bees are just buzzing in the mornings here. They've kind of all took off because we were out here messing around. There's another tray of peppers. We'll get those to probably, I'm guessing we could put those up about 12, 14 inches. Let them bud up. We can probably get those sold too. Here's one. Little tiny dude with fruit on it. Probably cherries, cherry tomatoes. And then of course, all those are cantaloupes. Our peas have just about run their cycle. Sharon pulled off, I don't know, a grocery sack of these mammoth peas. So zoom out a little bit more there. She missed a few, basically because she's short. But and they come up after you pick them a little bit here and there. And then these sweet snap peas over on this side. But the whole thing's starting to turn yellow. I think it's run its cycle. I'm thinking that this is a pumpkin down here. It's kind of growing up in the onion bed here. Look at all these blooms. Here's another pumpkin here. Look at that. Growing them up over a trellis of all things. We were able to buy some of these plastic fruit hanging sacks. That's what that red stuff is. Works pretty good. Look at that big old fat dude in there. Carpenter bee, I think. But he's a pollinator just like the rest of them. The bees and the wasps and all that. He just got all kinds of pollen all over his butt. So we get back down in here. Let me back that up a little bit. More. All those white ones hanging in there are spaghetti squash, and they are nice size. These here are butternuts. They're taking a little bit longer to take off. I don't know why. They're nice and firm. They aren't dying or anything. They've been pollinated, so they're starting. This one here could go away. But there's one right down, and there you go. There's a butternut there. So we'll get those in. Look at the size of this. Back off enough. Spaghetti squash. Just huge. If we didn't have this steel trellis, I don't know what we'd do. There'd be no way to do anything with it. But back inside of here, they're just everywhere. There, and there's there, and there's there. Got a little tiny dude gonna fill that sack out pretty nicely. Back here, all up underneath there. We're gonna have a squash harvest here. It's unbelievable. Here's something here. Looks like a pumpkin growing up in there. It's craziness. Then we got some tomatoes. Tomatoes are starting to come on pretty nicely. We weren't sure if we were going to get any, and all of a sudden we come out here and we got lots of little fruits. And even though I was cutting them back, I still needed to cut them back some more. They're just too congested in here. These are going to be regular tomatoes right there, right there. These here I believe are Romas, just because they kind of that oblong shape. These will probably be the regular tomatoes as well. You can see, you should be able to see through most of that, and it's just too congested. I haven't trimmed it back enough. Let's see if we can do this here. Lots and lots of blooms. It's just taking a while for them to come on. I think that's because they're just too congested. Anyway, here's the other side of those squash hanging there. These are our pepper plants. And I'll tell you, just as soon as they got hot, man, they started blowing up. And we have one Nevaeh sunflower because she likes sunflowers, and Nevaeh gets a sunflower if she wants one. So anyway, this was supposed to be kept inside the bed, but it came clear out here, tracks around. Lo and behold, there's a pumpkin. Some of the things we thought we had pumpkins, they were actually something else. We thought we had watermelon, they were something else. So you would think you'd be able to tell the difference between a pumpkin seed and a squash seed, you would think, but I don't know. Maybe there was some kind of a cross-pollination thing going on we don't know about. And the strawberries are doing well. Sharon's calling me over here. What do you got? Oh yeah, picking breakfast here. Beautiful, beautiful. More yumminess there. We leave a few hanging on here for when customers, they want to come buy this, when they buy a strawberry plant from us, we let them pick a strawberry or two. You know, and it's just like eating candy, and they can't help but say, oh yeah. It usually goes from 4 or 5 plants to 10, usually doubles. So, and we got some dill going on here. That's something we've never done before, is dill. I'm gonna keep it in these little aquaponics. See, I think this is thyme. Oregano. This is not oregano.
That's oregano.
Sharon says this is oregano. I think it's not.
My thyme's over there in the bucket.
So anyway, rosemary. This one here, like, it's finally coming around. This one here is still struggling. Can't figure out why. And more Swiss chard. Well, Mama, there's a tour of the grow pattern here. Here's something else I'll show you too. Back here in the very back has been nothing but an eyesore. Rat infested, growing rats and black widows. We got back here and cleaned this whole area out. Give you a panoramic of this here. Cleaned everything out. Hung some new lights in here. That's it. That's all that's really here. This table and this crap here is going away. I've got it posted on the OfferUp for sale. Just, it's an old typewriter, a Smith Corona. I'm sure it works. Problem is you can't find the cartridges for it, I'm sure. Anyway, bunnies. This looks like bunny habitat to me. Hang some hutches in here so I can keep them out of the sun. Hang a couple of fans, maybe some misters when it's really hot. Keep them cool. It's all protected. And when I'm done shoveling it out, I can bring the hose in here and spray out the pee and whatever else just to keep it cleaner. Be nice. It's on concrete floor, it's shaded. There's a giant tree on the outside of it here. I can't even get back far enough. So yeah, there's completely, well, not completely covered, but it's quite a bit. Stays relatively cool back here, so. All right, Mama, that's what's new happening on my home front. Love you. Take care. Bye-bye.